first saying that I learned because it appeals to me. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. I don't regret nothing. I don't regret the money I spent, the girlfriends I lost, the lies I told, the arrogance, nothing, because 8 years ago, when I stopped drinking and taking drugs, I became the real me. You know? The person that people saw before that with the drinking drugs, I turned into a wild man. You know? I wanted to be the biggest nutter Ibiza's ever seen, and I got there. You know, I wrote about it in magazines and TV programs and stuff like this. But when I finally did give up, it gave up on me. Let's be truthful about it. Yeah? I abused it, so the privilege was taken away. Alcohol is there to enjoy, to socialise, to let your hair down. It gets rid of the creases, yeah? Smooths the creases. For me, I saw it as like something else to make me go mad. So people used to say, he's a nice bloke, that Gould, but when he has a drink or a drug, it changes. So when the line was drawn in the sand, and everything was stopped, I became the real me. The real me. What you see today is the real me.
Well, but obviously, you know, the game has changed in terms of, you know, promoters doing nights now, but do you give words of wisdom to people? Yeah, we have throughout this whole interview, it's been really, really deep. But what kind of words of wisdom do you give to young people who want to get into this whole kind of promotion side? What do you do?
So this is, I've got so many different perceptions on it. You do it as a business, which I don't, I never saw it as a business. I was in business, but I was never in business, if you get what I mean. I was just there, I was living the dream. I don't think you can do a party unless you're part of it. If you're doing it for the money, that ain't me. So I can't advise on that, do you know what I mean? I created the vibe, I created the buzz, I created the magic. I can't, so if you want to do parties, you've got to be part of it. You've got to be the creator. It's like my brother. My brother's 24, 25, he's doing underground parties, minimal stuff, in converted toilets in Shoreditch, things like that, Victorian toilets. He's into it, and he's the same. He's at the front, shouting his head off, getting involved, doing the DJ.
Does it take inspiration from you?
Exactly the same, yeah.
Does it take inspiration from you? Yeah?
Well, probably, but you know, and he grew up with like, clockwork, you know. He grew up with me being interviewed in a local newspaper and photographs and magazines and being on telly and all that after my brother when he was like, what? 9 years old, 19 years old. You know?
Would you just let him get on with it? You wouldn't say, oh, you got to stop doing wrong.
No. I'm an old man. I'm a different era. It's like me advising. It's like someone from the 60s advising me on how to do parties in the 90s. It just ain't happening. They're kids now. You know what I mean? My mate said that he went out to somewhere and he DJ'd at this place. He said they're all 18 years old. He said they're on the dance floor with their phones. He said all you can see is fucking phones all over the dance floor, like, you know, in the lights. I said to my brother when he first started going out, I said, what's the decor like? What do you mean decor? When the club must have been converted, we should spend 5 to 25 grand on converting the club. Oh no, none of that. What DJs did they have? He went, oh, just this geezer. I went, well, who's a geezer? He went, I don't know. I went, what about the flyers? He went, they don't even do flyers no more. I went, what's going on? Just changed. You know how out of touch I was. I went to Ibiza 4 years ago, and I sent a text, or I can't remember, I rung him up. Pete Gooding, who's now a massive DJ, who used to be the resident at Mambo's. Same as like Jason Byer and Steve Lawler, they've all gone on to be massive. We knew them all when it all started, yeah? And I said, can I play the Sunset? And he went, yeah. And we'd been to Selena's all day, and I'd come back, and I can't bother. So I rang him up and said, oh, I can't make it today, tonight. I went down there in the evening, I said, I played tonight, yeah? Went down in the evening, no one I knew. The windows always used to be open, packed full of people. There's hardly no one now, the windows were shut. And I had this big record box in there, yeah? And I went in, I walked in, I went, where's all the records gone? I went, no, I ain't records anymore, but I haven't read some CDs. And I went, really? That's how out of touch I was, yeah? And he went, all them record boxes that used to be under there, he went, oh, all my CDs, they're all in there now. And it's like packed. And there's me, muggins, carrying this record box with records that were scratched out of their cases with still the remnants of white powder. all around them. It's just not beautiful things. As I'm playing them, and it'd be jumping from like 30 seconds to 1.5 minutes back to like 45 minutes. Although that's what it used to be like. So the words of wisdom are: you got to do it to enjoy it. You got to do it because you've got a passion for it. You got to do it because you love dancing, you love clubbing, you love that social thing, because you want to make magic. You know what I mean? Don't do it because you just want to fucking earn money. The good promoters, the best promoters, the people who are there, the ones in the middle, the ones who are in amongst it, you know, who want to create a spectacle. We first started, but then you look back at, you've got to be different, you've got to be thinking from a different angle. Today, I think in about another 5 years' time, it's going to go back to the original, the basics. It's going to go back to warehouses, decor, lasers, underground, all secret locations, do you know what I mean? But, legit. Might be happening now, that's how out of touch I am. But, when we started doing it, someone done a little bit of decor, so we would do that much decor. Someone had 3 DJs on their fly, so we put 6 DJs on their fly. Got to be bigger than the best, they've got to be better. Maybe you've got to be a businessman about it. That's the only thing I never was a businessman.
Well, listen, I mean, I don't know. I think we might be up again and have another chat. I don't know. A couple of things that we might have missed out, or you know, the time that's happened.
Missed out times.
I'll just leave it up to you for a few final words, man.
I don't really. Well, put it this way. I've been out of the game for 10 years this year, and you know, I always said there's a possibility that I dream of Ibiza every day. I remember all the parties we've done, most of them every day. I remember I've put it all on YouTube, like I've shown you yet, the wiki stuff. And been out of it 10 years. By putting on loads and loads of photos on Facebook, I mean like loads of the old days. Flick through them. People started getting involved because this person's copying that person, and that person's copying that person. All these friends are coming together, and people you ain't spoke to for years. If I could get them people back together, next year's 19 years we would have been doing parties. If I can get back together, 200-300 of them people, if not 400, in one room playing the proper old school beats. Not for, let's all go like that. Hello mate. Everyone's got fat, old, bald, kids, divorced, people died. You know what I mean? Not like a school reunion, an old school reunion. Because them people who existed or went to Ibiza from 89 to 99 were part of a close-knit family out there who knew everybody. It was part of the magic and the club's growing, you know? And that's what it will be about. That's what it will be about, coming together for that one last time and reminiscing. You know what I mean? Because what we had in them years was special. And I don't think it is anymore. I think it's separate. You know what I mean? Not everyone's together. Because everyone grew up with Ibiza, everyone grew up with house music back in the days.
Plus the music out there is very different. It's more diverse than ever, really.
It's always been. And Ibiza goes through stages and cycles. Some years it's busy, some years it's quiet, some years it's shit.
Like they've got bands and stuff out there.
Yeah, of course they have. And that's the way you've got to go. You've got to like change with the scene, you know, otherwise you get left behind. But I mean, Happy Bunny's played out there. They played the Coup Club in 1990, or Oakenfold. So they've always been out there. Manny Mission's been doing it for years, and before that, Pasha did shit like that.
Did you ever see that thing in Manny Mission on stage with a guy?
Yeah, of course did. Mike and Sarah, Mike and Claire. Yeah.
With a guy sucked himself off, right?
Yeah, all that, yeah.
So that was for real?
Yeah, of course it was. All that, like I said, it's sex sells. You know what I mean? That's where, like the story with me and Mike, I've got videos of him at our last closing party in 99. I knew him and his brother Andy, and they started at the same time as us, and I knew the boys who run their parties for them. And everybody knew each other, you know what I mean? We weren't trying to cut each other up, because in them days it was like we was all on different nights. And the way it got at the end was we went from 1 or 2 nights to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 every night. Become cutthroat and underhand, you know what I mean? And it used to be concentrated beauty, and it became diverse, diluted. Yeah, it lost its special vibe for a while, but I can't wait to go back next year. I won't be going to clubs, I won't be going to pubs, I won't be going to discos, special parties, after parties, beach parties. You know what I mean? I'll be eating beautiful food, spending time with my daughter, my girlfriend who might even be my wife by then. And,
you're a champion gardener, aren't you?
and now I'm so boring, yeah, that I win awards for gardening, yeah, for vegetable gardening, yeah.
Did you think all those years ago, like 20 years ago, like, you'd be...
No, it's in my blood. But I thought to myself last year, I ain't really got no hobbies, but I spend 6 days a week in the garden. That's how stupid I can be sometimes. Like, something being funny, I could have, like, back in the day, I could have a girl look in my eyes, I go, I wonder if she fancies me, you know what I mean? It's so blatantly obvious, but I just don't get it. And I went, I haven't got an hobby, and I went, this, so I just, one day, just like an epiphany, I went, it's me, I garden every 6 days a week, I dream about it, I'm designing my garden, it's got to look enough, that's my hobby, that's my passion. When you stop drinking, you stop taking drugs, and you're the way I was, I lived for drinking drugs, I lived for parties, in the end, I lived for being on my own in the dark, taking drugs and drinking. That's it. That's where it takes you. I went from extrovert to introvert, to paranoid, scared. It's the four dreaded horsemen of the apocalypse, yeah? Terror, bewilderment, frustration, despair. That's where you live. Yeah? Terror. And once you deal with all that, once you sort all that, once you give up the drink, once you stop all that and you change a person, gardening is a natural thing. That is who I am naturally. You know what I mean? Going to beautiful places is who I am naturally. Going and spending days on the beach and having beautiful meals without throwing bottles, smoking weed, being arrogant, being evil, loud. Me. But I say I'm a car now without petrol. I ain't going nowhere. That's it. I'm chilled, I'm stationary, I don't move. You put firewater with me like the Indians, yeah? No, the cowboys, that firewater. Firewater in me, I turn into this like a fucking maniac. Don't happen no more. Do you know what I mean? Without the fire, without the wood in the fire, there ain't no furnace. And that is me today. I am who I am. I don't need that shit. I've changed, and I'm so blessed. I was 31, and I say to people, I've been there, seen it, done it, and made a t-shirt, and done the fucking TV program, and done the flyers. Done it to oblivion. Don't miss none of it whatsoever, you know what I mean? Don't miss none of it.